Am I standing right next to the next foreclosure hotspot in the next location, new home community, where we're gonna get the deals of our dream? You guys, it's been 6 weeks since I've been at our case study, a D.R. Horton new home community called Silverthorne. So we're back here, guys. I'm here to show you exactly what's going on in this subdivision. Now, maybe it won't be the next foreclosure hotspot. Maybe we won't have massive price cuts, but you guys, this is literally in the middle of nowhere. Again, I'm gonna show you here in a second. And this place is surrounded by massive amounts of competitors. In fact, and I'll show you guys a little bit later in this video, their competitor is cutting their prices already $120,000. So it sounds like this is a perfect subdivision to keep our eyes on and to potentially get the deal of our dreams. But first, welcome back to Real Estate Mindset. Today's video is gonna be absolutely bonkers. Now, let me quickly remind you guys where exactly I'm at. One of the primary ways to get to this location, if we're already downtown area Houston, is we take the 45 highway all the way north, and we got to go way, way, way down past Spring, past Rayford, past the Woodlands, all the way to the Conroe area right here, and we exit right around this area. So it's quite a distance, and when there's traffic, guys, it probably takes, I would say, maybe an hour and a half to an hour and 45 minutes to get from that location to downtown Houston. So you're looking at massive wait times and traffic depending on what time of day you travel. I'm fixing to drive into Silverthorne. This is the back area where I got stuck last time. And what I'm gonna do, guys, is I'm gonna put up a voiceover to give you guys the details about this community, just in case for some reason you want more details. But look at what I'm driving down. Take a look at this. This is pretty crazy. This is the back entrance right here. But either way, I hope you enjoy this voiceover on all the details on Silverthorne. Our study community is called Silverthorne. This is in Conroe, Texas, and this is a community by D.R. Horton. Now, the size of the houses in this community are anywhere from 1,500 square feet all the way up to 3,400 square feet. Now, currently they're saying they have 16 new homes to choose from. Now, D.R. Horton is advertising this community as a community that's nestled in nature with outstanding amenities, conveniently located 3 miles east of I-45, nestled in nature, the perfect floor room for every story with resort style relaxation. D.R. Horton goes on to state, "It is time to get nestled in nature. Welcome home to our newest flagship community, Silverthorne. Our community has been strategically thought out to make sure our homeowners can enjoy the outdoors with their friends, families, and neighbors. This spot seriously can't be beat. This unique community will be made up of home site lots of all sizes and floor plans, ranging in price from the 300s to the 500,000s. They say this is perfect for first-time home buyers or those looking for their forever home. Homeowners will also have access to top-tier amenities to encourage time outdoors. There's going to be multiple walking trails will be placed around the community with educational kiosks where residents can learn about nature. A resort-style swimming pool will be steps away from your front door, and a fire pit made for neighborly fun. It doesn't stop there. You will also enjoy a recreational center, pickleball courts, and a playground. Stop by our sales center today to meet our sales counselors to learn more about your home." And it's saying the community address is at 4212 Marigold Meadows Court in Conroe, Texas, 77303. Now here's a few pictures of the available models. You guys can see here they have single stories and double stories ranging in various square footage. Time to walk Silverthorne. So in 6 weeks, now that I'm coming back, I gotta tell you guys, it doesn't look like they've done a lot at all. I mean, I'm gonna take you to another area here in a minute where they're kind of building some frame houses, but really, let me show you guys. It looks like all they really did is finish up the grading. You guys can see they got utilities in. I mean, you see those, I'm not sure how well you can see. Let me see if I can zoom in here. See those little green things? I got all the lots ready, all the utilities. Looks like just all of the grading in. No cement pouring over here. Just again, all grading, all dividing, utilities. You can see, look at this, the streets are in. You can see the stop sign up there. You guys see that? Stop sign up there. So they got the streets in. It's all drivable. Everything's ready to be hooked up, stop signs. But look at this, it is dead here right now. I mean, this is crazy. I mean, where's the building at? This is nuts, though, you guys. So you can kind of see over there in the distance. You see those little framed houses over there? Basically, that's where I'm gonna take you guys and walk and kind of just see what's going on over there. But holy smokes, it is dead here. I mean, honestly, I thought it would be like a normal brand new community. Usually DR Horton kind of throws things up. They're a lot better than Lennar from what I have seen, but I expected, I mean, it's dead, guys. For as fast as they came out here in the middle of nowhere, and look at it, they bulldozed all of those trees down. I mean, look at it. It's just a huge field, graded, just ready to go. You guys, it is a ghost town out here. Now, again, maybe I'm gonna be proved wrong through the recession. Maybe this new community is gonna be fine, but personally, I'm worried. And the thing is now that we have it on video, now that we're tracking it, we're gonna be able to see what happens next. Now, again, it's in the middle of nowhere. It's surrounded by a whole bunch of things. Now, as I make my way to the framed houses up there, I'm gonna go up there, see if there's any sales agents I can talk to. Let me show you guys real quick just how much competition is literally surrounding this entire new home subdivision. So they're not the only ones in the middle of nowhere. Take a look at this. To give you guys a general idea of just how much competition is surrounding Silverthorne, I'm going to show you guys New Home Source. Now, Silverthorne is right here. It's that little dot that I'm circling. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom out, and we're going to start by looking at how many homes are basically surrounding this massive new community. So let me zoom out here just a little bit, not even that much. So I'm going to zoom out this much, and you guys can see right here in the upper right that, and again, this is underreported data. There is a lot more houses when you go boots on the ground, but it is saying surrounding this area is 569 homes. Now, when we switch to communities, take a look at this, guys. Now, the amount of communities that are surrounding this, and we'll look at a few in a second here, are 32. So the competition is 32 communities, massive price cuts all over the place. And watch what happens when I zoom a little bit further out. Let me switch back to homes, and let me zoom out a little bit more just to show you guys really the big picture. So when I zoom out and you can actually see Lake Conroe right here, look at how many homes pop up. 1,167 homes. And you guys, this is a small area, and it has as much new construction as certain areas like Boise, Idaho. This is absolutely insane because this, again, is in the middle of nowhere. There is way too much competition for any of these new home builders to thrive, and this is putting massive risk on any of these new homeowners that purchased recently. This is pretty bizarre. They're actually not framing any houses right now. They're building, take a look at this. Looks like they're starting on the clubhouse, so no building of actual units. Looks like there's something down there, but this is gonna be clearly some type of dwelling, probably a clubhouse. You can see the handicap stuff going on there. But I mean, where the heck is everyone? Again, I thought there was 2-3 houses. Looks like there's a little roundabout. So this is probably the section they're gonna start first. They got more utilities here. You can see the roundabout again right there. This is probably where they're gonna be doing their sites first as far as the sales. For how fast they tore everything up and threw all this stuff up here, I'm really surprised there's not more going on. I mean, I see one crew, maybe 2 crews. I mean, I don't even see actually, I think I see the construction manager. All right, I'm not gonna mess with them. I'm gonna head to the next subdivision to show you guys what's going on there. And remember, there's nothing here, and there's competition everywhere. So as I'm driving there, let me throw up another voice overlay to give you guys a little bit more details on the subdivision I'm about to show you. This brand new community called Cielo. Now they have homes ranging from $254,000 to $319,000. They're also doing $10,000 off certain prices, and the square footage of these homes are 1,500 square feet to 2,700 square feet. This is a Brightland Homes builder, and this is a community that's pretty competitive when it comes to first-time homeowners. So I made it to our first competitor's subdivision. Now, before I walk you to the construction area where there's a whole bunch going on, I just found, like, behind me, there's this massive field here with a whole bunch more lots. So surprise, surprise, they got a whole bunch more to do. But this one is at least way more further along than the last subdivision. It looks like there's a school. Let me turn this around. You know, you guys remember that? I did a scene up there by that school last time. Here's what's going on. They have sold signs, obviously, in the yards as usual. Not too much construction going on, probably maybe 5, 6 work crews is what I'm seeing. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. You see the work crews down there. You know, these are, you know, cookie cutter house, your normal house, but if Silverthorne's after first-time home buyers, I mean, it's kind of hard to debate that it would be better. This is just another option for first-time homeowners right here. Again, better price point. I was hoping that person would want to talk. I'm gonna walk down here a little bit. I'm seeing multiple sold signs. So they got a lot of homes that have apparently have been sold. We don't know that for sure, but they've certainly also have a lot of spec houses. So we're passing, again, houses that have apparently sold. I'm coming up here to apparently a lot of stuff that's available. It's just interesting how it's just all the same. It's also interesting how this has, what, 6 times more construction than the last subdivision, and the last subdivision is much bigger. But, you know, I'll show you along the line here. So, you know, again, they got a lot going on. Take a look. See all those signs there? It's available, available, available. Looks like available, sold, available. The building that spec house right there. A lot of stuff on the other side of this as well. That's dirt. The more competition, the more pressure on these builders to offer incentives, killer incentives, deals of our dreams, lower prices, low interest rates, paying closing costs, all of this types of stuff. The competition just makes all of those factors even stronger. I really think that Silverthorne is a really good subdivision to watch. Now, you know, unlike 2 years ago, I don't see, you know, horrible construction site messes. So it doesn't seem like they're rushing anymore. Would you guys agree? Again, when we walk that, I mean, look again, I mean, they're relatively clean compared to what we're used to. Really remarkable stuff. So anyways, I'm gonna head to the second subdivision now, another competitor of Silverthorne, where they're slashing their prices already. Already, you guys, 6 figures, $120,000. Let me do the voiceover, let me get you the specs, and then we'll walk that second subdivision. But let me take you over here. You see how big this is? So they got all this work to do over here as well. Man, what are they gonna do, you guys? This is literally like in the middle of nowhere. I mean, what are these guys gonna do? We will find out, because we are gonna stay on top of all 4 of these subdivisions. West of Silverthorne is another new home build community called Teaswood Avenue. Now, this is a community by Toll Brothers with massive price cuts right now. One price cut being almost $120,000. The price point's a little bit higher, sitting at $499,000 to $699,000, with the sizes of these homes being 2,500 square feet to 3,700 square feet. The address of the community center is 1708 Encino Boulevard in Conroe, Texas, 77304. Just got to our second subdivision of a competitor of Silverthorne. Now this one is already offering $120,000 off, and as far as competition, and I know Silverthorne is just not established, you guys, this place is actually, you know, I don't want to get in trouble, but this place is super nice. Let me show you. The construction sites are a little bit messy, but I mean, look at how nice this property is. It's, you know, we just left somewhere that has an elementary school, kind of a starter home for first-time home buyers. Then we have this more, you know, this is more luxurious. I mean, these houses are huge. Look at the construction site. I mean, you see how filthy it is? You guys see what I'm saying? And I'll get someone in the comment section like, hey, it's a construction site, it's supposed to be like that. Well, I mean, there's different levels of like disastrous construction site, but as a consumer, citizen consumer, when I walk an area and a new home subdivision and I'm looking at properties that are being built on, when it's dirty, I feel like the quality of construction is going to be at question. I feel like they don't care as much. So it doesn't necessarily mean they're not being built well, but again, it's just, I don't like it. It's not a good indication. I mean, sweep it up, throw away the trash. I mean, these are $500,000 houses or more, so take care of it. But again, this place is super nice. I'm gonna do a 360 here in a minute, but I wanted to walk a little bit further up. I mean, nice, you know, big roads, a lot of stuff available still here. So again, $120,000 off. They obviously want to sell property here. They're willing to negotiate. That's not good for Silverthorne when you see these types of price cuts. And again, this is a very nice, look at, I mean, are these not nice houses? These are nice houses. So what I would be really interested in doing, see these lots are available here. It looks like that's a spec house, maybe another spec house there. These lots are available. Right there is being built. You got a community behind that as well. That street goes around there. But for me, if I was interested in purchasing in this area and say that, you know, it was a legit $120,000 off, I want to do a subdivision analysis. So first thing I want to do, see what other houses, like all these houses I'm walking by, see what they sold for, and then compare it to the existing sales price of what's listed for $120,000 off. Because the reality is even though it says $120,000 off, that may just be bringing it down to market value, or it may be actually $120,000 off. The thing is the only way we know that is we got to see what these guys are buying their houses for. Okay, those are called comps. Well, obviously not that. Okay, that's not sold yet. But like those are comps. So we need to get in, to get that data there, we analyze that data and we really kind of determine, is it a good deal or not? Now, a lot of people get stuck in like, it has to crash first. There needs to be mainstream media headlines, the housing market's crashing, and then it's okay to buy. Yeah, okay, I get it. Like everyone knows by then it's okay to buy. But what I'm saying is in the meantime, understand what value is, understand how it works, understand how wedge works, so that you're not blinded when it's finally time for you to buy. Now take a look at this here. There's a little bit more building over here. Kind of just peek through here, take a look. So they got some building going on here. Doesn't look like there's any crews here, but they got a lot going on. I mean, seriously though, guys, I mean, six-figure price cuts, absolutely incredible. I'm gonna take you guys to one more subdivision and then we'll wrap this whole video. South of Silverthorne is this new home build community called Cliffstone Hills. Now the price point is even lower than what we've talked about already, from $224,000 to only $284,000. Probably a lot more affordable for the first-time home buyer. Now the community is made by Legend Homes. They have price cuts up to about $15,000 with other incentives. The square footage of the houses range from 1,300 square feet on all the way up to 2,600 square feet. They're saying they have 27 new homes available. 15 are already completed. The address of the community center is 1382 Mount Basil Trail in Conroe, Texas, 77301. Okay, I'm at the final third subdivision, competitor subdivision. Obviously, there's a lot more subdivisions. I'm just covering a few. And my mind is blown away. I mean, this is another subdivision that is just so much further along, and it's kind of in the middle of the first competitor subdivision and second one. You know, not too luxurious, not too first-time homebuyer-y, but they got a lot of stuff that's already been sold. So I don't know, maybe half of this has already been sold, maybe actually less. And then they have a whole bunch of spec homes as well. I mean, geez, I mean, this is like turnkey stuff. I mean, Silverthorne's got a lot of competition, you guys, a lot of competition. And personally, I just don't see how they're gonna be able to sell those houses when they even build houses, which they haven't even built houses in Silverthorne. So if it's so great, if the housing market's so great, why did they stop building? But anyways, guys, and why are these people not able to sell these speculation homes or spec houses? That's available, that's sold, available. I mean, look at both sides of the street. And these aren't too bad. A lot of people won't like these because they're smaller houses, you know, pretty much no yard. So a lot of people don't like that. Other people do. Personally, you know, I'm in between, not 100% sure how much yard I want. And let me take you guys down this street. I mean, this last subdivision has the most spec homes of anywhere I've gone so far. This subdivision probably has more construction crews, let me zoom in, than all of the other subdivisions combined. So whatever's going on here, they're putting a lot of money still into the subdivision. But you got that over there. Let me zoom out here. Let me kind of show you guys. So you got that street. You got multiple houses down there as well. Let me show you guys. Let me cross the street. Okay, so these houses as well. And look at the construction sites. You guys see what I mean? They're not trash everywhere. So these look like spec houses right here. It's your typical cookie cutter, but I mean, at least they have, you know, trees and concrete poured in streets. Again, we know the sold game. Just because this has a sold sign doesn't mean it's sold. If it was completely sold, there would be no sign. Now, obviously those ones down there are available. So there's a little bit of construction that goes to the right and to the left. The point in taking you to this competitor as well is just to show you guys how much pressure is really on new home communities like that. And it's not just D.R. Horton, it's not just Silverthorne, it's multiple new home build communities just like Silverthorne. Silverthorne though, again, comment below. So far, let me know what you guys think about using Silverthorne as a case study. I mean, again, I'm pretty surprised. And I'll wrap up with a conclusion and kind of put all of this together, but holy smokes, I mean, geez. And this, again, you guys, there's another 1,000 communities around Houston and the surrounding areas. Why are they doing this? But I believe, again, for those of us who are patient, that are sacrificing, that are disciplined, I think we're really gonna win. I mean, maybe maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they'll sell all of this stuff. Maybe Silverthorne will be okay. But one thing is for sure, we will find out. I really hope we're starting to figure out as a community and as a nation, you guys, some of these new home builders are in massive, massive distress. And it makes sense, like I've been saying, that the price decline, the turmoil in the housing market is following new construction. Houston is the #1 market of new homes. And so really the only thing, the last thing that is holding prices up in Houston as compared to San Antonio, say, or Austin, is the migration. And that's starting to slow down and slow down drastically. And the thing is, guys, remember, these builders, they have no choice but to sell. Each of those homes that we saw, each of the communities that we visited, that's a distressed seller. That's a seller that must sell their house. And if they don't, they get penalized, massive penalties, okay? And another thing I hope you guys are getting from this video is how important it is not to look at headline data, not to get stuck in the macro data. But the reality is you gotta go out there. The boots on the ground data you can't beat. You get to see the quality of construction, the work sites. You get to see vacant houses, how many houses Opendoor owns, what's going on, are there a lot of people, what's up with construction crews. So don't forget, you guys, don't get comfortable behind headlines. And also understand this, if you're lucky enough to be in a metro like I am with massive amounts of new construction, well, go find something like I just showed you. And I believe that Silverthorne and places just like it have the highest probability of turning into potentially foreclosure hotspots and potentially for us to get massive discounts on houses and really pennies on the dollar for homes. That's what this is all about. Staying patient, staying disciplined, understanding what a good deal is, and also you guys understand the metro areas in Texas pretty much leading in price decline. Now, other than the obvious unaffordability, the reason why prices are going down is the new homes. Look at all the inventory that I showed you, and then think about a market like Maryland where they don't have any new home construction. So what you do with this video is you double down on your preparation. Hopefully you get hopeful, hopefully you're patient, and hopefully you start understanding what's really going on around the nation in regards to new home building. And another thing, last thing, guys, never fully trust the data. You gotta look at comps. Don't forget that, guys. Now, other than that, guys, let me know how I did on this video. Let me know what you think about picking Silverthorne as our case study. It's gonna be really interesting to see the development of that community. And other than that, guys, if you're out there investing in real estate, you guys already know, I wish you luck, and I hope you win.